Next up, we have Jacksonville State head coach John Gross. JSU went to Eastern Illinois, 44-23 winners there. They've set up a OVC championship game on Sunday. JSU at Murray. Winner gets the OVC title and the automatic bid to the playoffs. So, Coach, just some thoughts on that, and then we'll get into some questions.
Well, it's coming off a road win. You always, thankful when you get a road win in this league, and we went and beat a team that their record didn't indicate how good a team they were. So I think EIU, Coach Cushing's done a good job there, and they're getting better every week. Got a young team, and it was a tough battle. They kind of hung in there. We knew they wasn't ever going to quit and go away, and that was everything kind of we expected. But I thought we played a complete game. I think our defense continues to play at a high level. They gave a few more explosive plays than they've been giving up, but I think they had a solid day. And then offensively, we just played much better. Didn't turn the ball over, had one turnover, and then, just executed much better. So we had a better week of practice and kind of, redeemed themselves from the week before. And I think special teams was a huge difference in the game. I mean, I thought we kicked the ball well, and our coverage units were really good, and it kind of flipped the field around with us and for us, and kept us in pretty good field position most of the day. So just excited about that win. You come back and it sets you up for what you want to play for, which is the conference championship and that automatic qualifier to the playoffs. So gonna be a great game. I have the utmost respect for Coach Hood and the way he coaches. I mean, I thought he was one of the better coaches in our league at EKU, and just does a fantastic job. I mean, I think he's a great person, number one, and it kind of trickles through his program, when you watch him play, the type person he is. So hats off to him. I don't think anybody to start with would have gave him a chance to turn around that program as quickly as what he's done it. But the way they've done it is when you watch them on tape, it's very, very impressive. And it's kind of funny. We followed them on film, so I've got to watch them about every week, and just to watch them play. You always know his teams are going to be, he's got his hands in and doing the special teams. They're going to be great special teams wise. They are that. They're going to be sound defensively, and just they tackle well. They're fundamentally sound. They get off blocks. They run to the football. They play with great effort. And then offensively, they just get it done. I mean, their front is really good offensive line wise. They get two running backs that are extremely talented. Young guy. One young guy is really, really good, and the quarterback is just he's a competitor, and he's not just a game manager. He makes something out of nothing a lot of times, but a very accurate passer, knows where to go with the ball. Don't make mistakes. They don't turn the ball over offensively hardly any. So. Just a solid football team. So I think this is, kind of everything that you want it to be, this matchup. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a war down the last snap, and I think it's going to be a great football game. Going to be a classic is what I like to call it.
It's not too often you get to play a 1-versus-1 for the championship in the last week of the season. It's been, I guess I asked that to say every year is a little bit different. And you said you wanted to put your players in the position to win a championship, but is it really any different than any other week? You talk about, I've heard you say before, take it one game at a time, but this time it's for the championship. How do you kind of make all that work together?
We still got a young team, so the way you handle that's, I think utmost importance. We never, put more into one game than we do another game, and who you're playing, and you just can't do that, especially in this league, I don't think. And I think if you do that, you're going to set yourself up for failure and to get beat. So, we try to prepare for every opponent, and every game's huge. The biggest game of the year is the game you play in this week, and that's kind of what we preach to our guys all the time. And, it is that for the conference championship. It is a ring week. It is a championship week. So, but we're not going to do anything different in practice, prep, the way we prepare. We got that down to a fine science of how we do that, and our guys know how we want to prepare and what we got to do to get ready, and very comfortable with that process. And I think they stick to it, and I don't think that'll affect as far as but you don't want your teams to go out there and play nervous or not play well in this type of a game. So I think our guys will handle it well and be ready to play, and I think their guys will handle it well and be ready to play too. So I think it's like I said, it's just going to be a great football game.
So you played Florida State way back on October 3rd. Has this seemed like the longest season ever? And just how do your team seems to be playing really well right now too. So how do you balance that and it being such a long season and managing injuries and things like that?
Well, I see some of these teams opting out. Of the spring season, and I'm proud, very very proud of our conference for nobody doing that and sticking to their guns and playing and getting their teams to play because a lot of times it don't matter what a coach wants to do; it's what them players want to do. So I mean, I think our coaches have handled this spring season very very well in getting us all to finish the spring. So I kind of chuckled in that we played those 4 games in the fall. It's kind of like we had a full fall schedule. So the people that were not fortunate enough to get to play in the fall were all chomping at the bit, ready to play. We had a national call, head coaches, and you had all kind of different opinions on that call. And I'm just sitting back going, wow. I mean, you're gonna have a little bit different feeling when it comes April, than you do right now. And because we just got finished playing in November and starting back in January was tough on us now. I mean, so it's a marathon season. So I'm extremely proud of our staff and our players of how we've handled this marathon race. And we're going to have to be very particular and careful how we handle this summer because it's going to be different no other one before. But just say how we feel about it. I feel blessed, because you never could have dreamed up last March in April where the whole country would be shut down and you didn't get to have spring training. They canceled March Madness. So, and there was very much a doubt if you would play this year. Luckily, we got to play in the fall and you get to play in the spring, but just feel blessed to have the opportunity to play. So, and I think our guys have and our staff have embraced that. Our whole football program has embraced being able to do that, and we made the most of it. We've had fun doing it. We've gotten better. Our guys are not dreading going to practice. I think they're excited about coming to work every day, and when you can have that type of a culture, I take my hat off to our staff. I think they've done an excellent job with that, and our players for sure. But like I said, it has been a marathon.
Well, you answered my last question about that. That was a perfect answer. So, Coach, thanks for joining us all year. Best of luck on Sunday, and as long as your team is playing in the postseason.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do for the OVC, okay?